Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Razorbacks offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and
turning it on. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that...
It's a running room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots. You read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer to get the sack.
And that throw was a bullet by the quarterback on that curl route in zone coverage. And how about the anticipation? He gets rid of this pass before his receiver is even turned around. I love it. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. He'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Takes a handoff. It's Brewster. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It'll be 3rd and long.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boots' first of the day away was called on 4 times in the victory last week. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll try the run. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the ball.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Shotgun snap on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Razorbacks look to keep this drive humming. Caught in the backfield. It's Harris. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Harris. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks have pushed it inside the 20. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the defense got him at the 27. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Thanks to grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Tulane. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys have been keeping an eye on it for us. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields to punt, and he loses the football on the return. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. And the Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They try to pop a run on the draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. Punt is on its way. And you couldn't ask for much more than that. A perfectly placed punt pins them inside the 5. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. At the 15, he's loose. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Grab near the sticks. It's Williams. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Georgia going up tempo. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound.
Going for the big play. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Complete in the middle. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ferguson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Finds his man down the middle. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Ferguson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Offense working from the pistol. Caught close to the marker. It's Harris. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Rush is on him. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. They'll run the screen. And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. That's caught. It's Ferguson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. The give. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. The Razorbacks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Connection to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed over the middle. It's Taylor. There he goes. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one, and a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, giving 5 on the carry.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got his man. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get left.
Touchdown, Georgia! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Snap from the gun on third down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the Razorbacks will send out the punt unit. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets open down the middle. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Catch in the middle, it's Taylor. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
They'll leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Inside the 35. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense picks it up. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Razorbacks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Trying the left side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Finds his man. It's Harris. Turning it on. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Kane. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure coming. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Great example of complementary football there. First, the defense comes away with the takeaway, and then offensively, you go to the ground game, being physical at the point of attack, running it in for a touchdown, and now you have the lead with not a lot of time left. They've now put all the pressure back on their opponent.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Breaks into the open. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They'll give it to the back. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I love the play called running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
Quick completion to the right. He just slips and slides his way down to the 42.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Makes the catch. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. The give to the back. The Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The RPO, it's complete. I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Pulls it and fires to the left. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Absolutely center cut. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wiley. He gets a block. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Dogs.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his 2nd of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Ferguson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. To the ground with the back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Staring at a third and long here in this first overtime possession. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield, under pressure, you don't have timing, and as a result now, fourth down.
It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. They'll start this drive going to the air. Works the middle. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The Razorbacks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Huge third down here. A field goal will send us to another overtime, but a touchdown would win it. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. No problem at all as he knocks it through, and we'll go to another overtime.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the left.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going.
Lets it fly deep downfield. If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. Defense has its back against the wall as they try to extend this game and force another overtime. Give to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here comes the field goal team, and they'll kick for the win. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it! A walk-off field goal wins it in overtime.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away there, but it was a really fun game and a great win.
It really was. I know we're all up here, we're bouncing around, we're excited after having seen what we just saw. What a great win for this team to go out and do it in overtime. That's the type of